Welcome back. This is the second part to the video. We're going to go over condominium market now. If you liked the first one or if you missed that, go back, check it out, like, comment, subscribe. This is a great little series and it's a very accurate description of what is going on right now in Calgary in area for the market. So let's get into it. Now market B, condos. This is person B from the opening. The seller who can't figure out why their perfectly fine unit isn't selling. Here's the honest picture. In May 2026, Calgary saw 403 apartment sales. That's down 30% from last year. 30%! And it's not because the units suddenly got worse. It's a supply and demand story. And that's what's been building for over a year. For every 100 new condo listings that come onto the market in May, only 42 sold. 58 didn't. When you have that kind of ratio, inventory builds. And it has been building. Months of supply in the apartment segment is up 41% year over year. Prices have followed, down 9% from last May and continuing to trend lower. Why is this happening? A few things at once. The new construction pipeline added significant condo supply over the last few years. The rental market has more options now, which means some people who could have bought condos are renting instead. Migration has slowed from its 2020 to 2023 peak, and nationally, OSFI has flagged over 1.3 million Canadians renewing mortgages from 2021 and 2022 at significantly higher rates. Some of these are condo investors who are now selling, adding to that supply. The district breakdown within apartments is stark. Northeast apartments, 206,000, down 13% year over year, 7.94 months of supply. City Center apartments, 306,000 benchmark price, down 9.5% and 5.42 months. These are not balanced conditions. They are buyer's market conditions by a comfortable margin. What market B means if you're a buyer? The condo market right now is offering the most buyer-friendly conditions Calgary has seen in years. You have inventory, you have time, you have sellers who are genuinely motivated. 46 days on the market average means you're not in a rush. Write conditional offers, negotiate on the price, ask for concessions. The data gives you leverage, so use it. One important note, buying a condo right now is a lifestyle purchase more than a near-term investment. If you plan to live there for 5 or more years, great. If you're expecting to flip it in 2 years based on appreciation, the supply data does not support that thesis today. Go in with your eyes wide open. What market B means if you're a seller? If you're selling a condo right now, I need you to hear this. Your competition is not just other resale condos. Your buyer is also being courted by the rental market, by new builds, and by the condo 2 floors up that just dropped their price for the second time. You're competing for a shrinking pool of buyers against a growing pool of options. The sellers who are moving their condos right now are the ones priced at or below what buyers can find elsewhere. Not slightly below asking, genuinely priced for today's market, not the market of 18 months ago. If your price starts with what you paid and what works backwards to justify it, you have already made the mistake. Start with the comps, move forward, and price to attract, not to test. Here's the question I want you to walk away able to answer. Not, how is Calgary doing? That question has a misleading answer. The right question is, which Calgary market am I in? If you're buying or selling a detached home, you're in a market A, competitive, supply constrained. Price is holding, strategy is move decisively as a buyer, price accurately as a seller. If you're buying or selling an apartment condo, you're in the market B, elevated supply, Motivated sellers. Prices are declining. The strategy: negotiate hard as a buyer, price aggressively as a seller, and be honest about your timeline. I've had clients come to me convinced the Calgary's market is crashing because they read one article. Then I show them 2 months of supply on the Northwest detached home segment, and they realize they've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for a dip that isn't coming in the segment they actually want to buy in. I've had sellers who price their condos based on what the neighbor's unit sold for in 2023 without realizing that the apartment market has lost 9% since then, and their competition now includes 2,000 units in inventory. That's not one unlucky seller. That's people without the right data. Last thing before we close, I want to give you the why, because it explains whether this split is temporary or structural. The detached market stayed tight because detached supply has not kept up in what Calgary buyers actually want. Detached inventory in May is down 3% from last year. We're not building enough of them in the right places at the right price points to satisfy demand. What underlying scarcity doesn't evaporate because the headline number says the market is cooling. The detached market stayed tight because detached supply has not kept up with what Calgary buyers actually want. Detached inventory in May is down 3% from last year. We're not building enough of them in the right places at the right price points to satisfy the demand. That underlying scarcity doesn't evaporate because the headline numbers say the market is cooling. The condo market got oversupplied for a few reasons, stacking on top of one another. New construction added units, migration slowed from its peak, the rental market expanded, giving potential condo buyers a competitive alternative. And the rising cost of mortgage renewals nationally are pushing some investors to exit, adding resale supply. None of these factors are going to reverse overnight. The answer is this. This split is not a blip. It reflects a structural difference in who wants what in Calgary right now. Families want detached homes. The demand is there, but the supply isn't. The condo market built ahead of the demand and is now absorbing that excess. Both of these things can be true simultaneously, and they are. Here's the version of this I want you to share with anyone you know who's trying to make a Calgary real estate decision based on what they read in the news. Show them this video. Because the difference between understanding which market you're in and not understanding is the difference between a good decision and an expensive mistake. Person A from the beginning of this video, the one losing on detached home offers, needed to know that their strategy should be: stop hesitating, get your pre-approval tight, and be ready to act, not to wait for a crash that the data says isn't coming. Person B, the condo seller, needed to know that 58 out of every 100 new condo listings don't sell right now. That's not bad luck. That's just the market. And the only answer to it isn't an accurate price. Person B, the condo seller, needed to know that 58 out of every 100 new condo listings don't sell right now. That's not bad luck. That's the market. And the only answer to it is an accurate price, not a better marketing photo. If you want to sit down and figure out which market you're actually in, what it means for your specific property, your specific neighborhood, and your specific goals, that's exactly what I do. I'm Joel Borsos with First Call Realty Services. Book a call through the link in the description. No pressure, just the data and a straight conversation. Drop a comment below. Are you in Market A or Market B? I read every single one. Like this video if it cleared something up for you. Subscribe so you get this kind of breakdown regularly. And I'll see you on the next one.